Hey everyone, I'm Keisha Charmaine and I'm back here with the HardBody guys.
Hello everybody, hello.
How are you today?
It is beautiful outside. I'm feeling amazing, especially all in the sun. And I'm here with your company, so everything is on plan for today.
Yes. So although you're already a big celebrity, I want to introduce you to...
Don't even listen to that, don't do that.
You are, it's okay, own it. I want to introduce you to people who may not be familiar with you yet.
Okay, so, my fault.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so for me, I'm known as the HardBody God. You can catch me on Instagram, also TikTok, on social media website, inspiring voice actor, content creator, activist, the works.
Yes, so what got you started into social media?
Honestly, it just came with the times because I speak for our generation. We was the brinking of technology, so when it came to any particular culture comes trends, and social media was a part of our culture, heavily a part of our culture. So when it came to social media, it's like everybody had it. So I just used it to the best of my abilities, and especially interacting with people, networking, and especially around the times when social media was becoming of itself. It was a lot of empowerment, awareness when it comes to Black empowerment. So I was following through with my activism and just going into other ventures of what I enjoy. So that was the start.
And what are those other ventures?
Other ventures as far as like voice acting, working out, training, and just being my own intellectual prowess of just like what I do with my content, my creativity. So those are the other ventures that I do besides my activism. Now the new venture when it comes to my social media is now just doing voice work and voice acting. I'm just really trying to get out there when it comes to using my voice. I have 2 projects that I'm working on audiobooks for that I'm actually really happy about, and now I'm just circulating and making sure that my content is not only being recognized but also I'm reaping the benefits of my work. So I just can't wait for the near future.
Nice. See, I don't experience this so much in real life, but on social media,
yes,
there's absolutely a very clear gender war. What is your take on that?
Okay, so when it comes to the whole gender wars perspective, and I don't want to make this too controversial, I can only speak for myself as a Black man, and also what happens within my community. And I tell Black people in general, I was like this: our history, our origin, it doesn't come from gender wars. We were indoctrinated to have that confliction between one another, because I tell everyone, when you look at the origins, pre-colonial Africa, you see the respect for the masculine and the feminine perspective. There were empires, tribes that prayed to female deities and vice versa, and there was just nothing but the balance. It wasn't no disrespect, no bickering back and forth. It was just respect for one another as human beings and also nature itself. So when it comes to gender wars and you look at the origin of it, it's very Eurocentric. Very Eurocentric. You see how the Europeans and also non-blacks, how they treated one another, and especially you get this misogynistic perspective from a lot of people that comes from that origin. This is why you hear the patriarchy being such a problem, because it's so misogynistic, because they didn't respect their women. You can look at the origins and they didn't respect their women. Yes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It was so nice. But going back into it, when you look into our origin, we didn't have that. Pre-colonial Africa, we didn't have that. the majority of black men loved and respected their women and vice versa. So when it comes to the whole gender wars perspective, unfortunately, a lot of us don't even know who we are. We're actually coming from a hurt place, and you know the saying, hurt people hurt people. So we're lashing out, and we have we have all these platforms just to lash out. And you know, when it comes to the misery and bitterness that comes along with company. So you have a lot of bitter ass men out there. You have a lot of bitter ass women out there that wants to fight with one another, and it's just like this. You get nowhere. You have no result.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I think that your voice is so valuable on social media and is so well needed, because very often when women just hear about a man with a mic on social media, they just be like, oh God, not another man with a mic and a podcast. Like, because we're used to seeing so much negativity thrown our way.
And let me put this in perspective. And I tell people, you look at the statistics, every black man and every black woman on a scale of getting to know each other, we're victims of what we've gone through within our past. And it's still prevalent till this day. But throughout all that plight that we've gone through, majority of black men and black women are either in a relationship with another black man or black woman, or married to a black man or a black woman on all economic levels. So you have more than 70% of black men and black women, they marry black. They are in a relationship black. So that's why I don't feed into the hearsay and see-says.
Sorry. They just wiped out. Somebody just wiped out.
Ouch. Anyway. But I don't feed into that because it's not the truth or the reality. But a lot of us, we don't even know who we are. So you got a lot of people that feed into the social media awareness to feel like as if this is reality. In all actuality, we're based in New York. I see more black love than interracial relationships. If I go out to my neighborhood, I'm not seeing the majority interracial relationship. No, I'm seeing majority black men with black women and vice versa. So that's why I don't feed into that. I put black men in check when they are being unfair, because you're not going to do that to yourself, nor black women, nor to the community, and vice versa. If a black woman is spewing out just half-baked opinions and just making a whole dialogue that is bashing black men, I'm not going to have that. I don't stand for that. We get nowhere from that. Where's the resolvement out of that? You get nowhere from that.
And you know, I could be wrong, but I find that a lot of people make that type of content because it's controversial and because they know that it's through clickbait. Yeah, but like, you're an agent of chaos at that point. Like, I always say, like, when it comes to, especially when you are on something like social media, you have a responsibility to, you know, have integrity in what you are portraying. So that's, for instance, like, as far as my platform, you're not going to see me promoting fake hair because that's not true to me. That's not. We'll talk about your locks momentarily, right? But like, that's not true to me. And I do often feel like a lot of times people are saying things that they don't even necessarily believe, but because they know that it's going to drive clicks, and essentially those clicks, you know, turn into money. So that's the driving force, I believe.
It's really messed up. It's really messed up that you have some people that look just like you will tear down the community even more so by being the agents of chaos and having this particular content on their platforms just for monetary value. And it's very disturbing because we get nowhere from that. How can I resolve anything with you if we're constantly having an argument or constantly having a fight or war? that is not us. That is not the African way. That is not the black way. That is not the human way. That is not.
Yeah. Do you see us, when I say us, I mean us black people, you know, do you see us, I don't want to say united because we are united, but more so, do you see that, do you see us come together more?
Yes, I can. Because again, I give you another one example. The most prominent fathers that are in a parent's stature and in the children's lives are black men. So that just goes to show the healing of the black family is happening. It's just that it can happen more so if we just get our mentality correct. But it's unfortunate, but it's reality. I explain to people, and this is what you can read. There's a book that's called PTSD, Post-Traumatic Slave Disorder, by Joy DeGray. Dr. Joy DeGray, excuse me, sister, Dr. Joy DeGray. And she explains it. It's like, you know, theoretically, if it took 500 plus years for black people in general to be in this predicament, theoretically, it's going to take at least 800 to 900 years for black people in general to be in the space that they need to be as far as self-sufficiency and just being overall improvement in love, embellish, and prosperity. So we need to set the foundation now for our babies.
Speaking of babies, I'm going to shift gears a little bit. It's not a black thing at all. I believe it's more of a generational thing.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that our generation, we're trying to get married less often, and we're trying to have less kids. We're more about our own like self-discovery and our own purpose, and just being an individual and discovering ourselves as that. How do you feel about that?
You know what? There's two sides on that coin. You have the selfish perspective. The selfish perspective of doing so is because you have a lot of people that feel as if they're not free. So when they have this space of having their own individual thought process and things of that nature, they just want to live their life, and they're just like this. No, I don't want to go by that because it's going by certain people's statutes, and it's just like this. Okay, I understand that, but it's on the other hand that it's like this. No, this is what legacy is all about. It's like, what are you willing to do? Not even when it comes to family, it's just like, what are you willing to do to base a foundation for other people to follow? For other people to be like this, you know what? I appreciate this person's work. You know what? I'm willing to follow through to help out. And it's like this. I think it would be selfish of me to not leave something for this world to follow through with. They don't necessarily have to be my flesh and blood, but I want the future generations to follow through with something that I've laid down, so it can have the betterment for society overall. Now the other side is it's very responsible, because I tell people there's a lot of people out here that are parents. They weren't meant to be parents.
Right.
They weren't. And it's just really a respectful thing when people are not coming from a state of malice or a state of just being selfish. They're just like this. That's not for me. That's not for me when it comes to building a legacy as far as leaving a bloodline. But those people there, they're still putting in the work. They're still willing to set a foundation for others to actually learn and to be prosperous.
I do. And that's a big reason why I do want kids, and I want as many as God will allow, because I trust myself, and that and my future husband, whoever I choose, I'm sure I'll trust him to help, create these kids who will be of service to our community and, uplift us.
Yes, uplift.
And just, just like, I think I'm doing pretty good on my own, but I think that each generation should do better than the generation before.
I feel you.
You know, that's what I'm doing. Shout out to my mom and dad, but that's what I feel like I'm doing. And I trust that my kids will do the same, because I trust that I'll grow some kids to do that.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It's a fact. I feel you on that wholeheartedly.
So those of us who are watching who haven't seen you before, I'm sure they've noticed that you have locks.
Yes, I do.
Yes. I would like to ask a couple of questions about your locks, if that's okay.
Yes. Hey, you may.
How long have you been locking?
Okay, so it's been 3 years since my locks. This December, it will be 4 years. So December of 2022 will be 4 years.
Yes, and they're in two strand twists right now?
Yes, they are.
Yes. Is that your preferred way to wear them?
Yes, because I find it very versatile for me. Like this, I can put it up in a bun, and I can have 2 styles out of it. Actually, 3 styles. So I can have it up in a bun, I can have it like this, and when I unravel, I have the crinkly look. So,
twist out.
Yeah, you know, I have 3 styles out of one. You know?
Mm-hmm. And you're wearing a head wrap right now,
yes,
but you have the sides and back shaved.
Yes, I do. So I only have my crown for right now. I have my crown. The sides are shaved.
Did you say 4 right now?
Huh?
Did you say 4 right now?
Right now.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay. I like the sound of that.
Knows?
I like the sound of that.
Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, unless you like going to the barber all the time, I think that is just easier maintenance.
She was doing this to me before. She was just like this, like, listen, why don't you just grow the whole?
I think that. I mean, the thing is, it's cute though. It is cute, the locks on the top, but I just think that it's just not realistic for long term. I mean, you've been doing it for 4 years. I've been
doing this for over 4 years, like almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years. I mean, all right. Let's see if you can do that for another 4. Let's see.
Listen. I'm gonna do it for another 4, and I love it. I love it. You know what's crazy? Y'all would have been sick if I grew the rest of my hair. You see the lift? This what happens when you actually take care of yourself. Be positive, no malice, stay sucker free, and drink water. Drink water. Yes, drink water. This whole head. She's hating because, you know, like this. She's hating.
I'm hating.
Because I'm catching up to her. I'm catching up to her. I'm catching up to her. Watch. How long you been growing your hair?
A little over 12 years.
I bet. So come see me on the 12th year. Come see me on the 12th year. Watch.
Okay.
I'll
be cutting my hair very shortly. Very shortly. Let me give y'all a little peek where we at right now.
Look, she fronting right now. She fronting. But I'm 3 years in. It's down my back already. 3 years in. 3 years. 3 years.
Down your back?
It's down my back already. It's down my back already. Yeah, don't front. It's down my back already.
Okay.
It's down my back already. If it passes the neck, it's on the back already. That's just how that goes. And these are in twists right now. If I unravel these get longer.
I'll give you that. I don't think I've ever really seen you with them straight to really judge.
No, not really. No, because I always have it tied. I always have it tied up and updo because I like my food, and when I actually it gets in the way, so I always tie it up.
Yeah.
But,
I feel you.
You know, listen, I'm on her head.
Okay. All right now.
Like this, I'm on your head.
All right.
Drinking water, please drink water. Your body is just under 70%. So please drink your water. And what else to discuss? When you do take care of yourself, your hair gets longer. It's people have the conception that lock maintenance is is a pain in the butt, but in all actuality, it isn't to an extent. So when you get to Keisha's length, it can be a little bit more maintenance than anything, but overall, it's not difficult. For me, it's not difficult because I make sure that I take care of myself. I don't have to worry about everything else that comes to it. I make sure I moisturize. I make sure that my hair is taken care of, making sure that it's wrapped up. That's one of the importance of a head wrap because it's hot right now. It's keeping my head cool. And also, I got new growth coming through. So, I'm stylish.
Ain't no shame in that. Listen.
Oh my God, look at her.
I need to retwist.
Look at this. Look at this. No, mine's is out. I have a very...
That's because I was wearing a scarf on the train. Listen, I was like, let me lay this flat. Let me do the video. Let me lay my hair flat a little bit. Listen.
Yo.
I don't care what Monique says. I'm going to wear a scarf on my head if I want to.
Listen, to my black woman, if you want to wear a scarf, if you want to wear a scarf during the airport, you do so.
Will do.
Listen, because nobody's going to tell me shit at the airport when I have a do-rag on. I'm about to head on to the flight. Nobody's going to tell me anything.
Unless you're paying for my flight, I don't want to hear nothing about nothing.
Even if you are paying my flight, I'm about to get real New York. Let me just save that phrase I was about to say. That's just she know exactly what I was about to say. But word, don't stop with that.
Yeah.
You don't tell any other race. You don't tell any other race what to wear and how to wear it, etc. But when it comes to
any other race, you mean sex?
Huh?
You mean sex?
No, any other race, because me walking with a do-rag, I'm stereotyping like this. That's called racial profiling. Just like how the sisters wear their scarves and things of that nature, be like this. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Be like this, no. But
so they don't tell anybody.
Yeah, they don't tell. No.
Yeah.
Because it'd be white women, Spanish women, whatever. They be looking like a hot mess, and that includes their men too. Be looking crazy, but nobody says shit. But when it comes to us, it's all the politics in the world for it. No.
I was never with that. Yeah.
Love that.
Like that reminds me, I made a video about this years ago, but I've seen this meme circling for years, and I'm like, people are still talking like this. So I'll plug the video up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But there's a meme that was basically like, I forgot the phrasing of it, but basically it was a picture of Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu next to a picture of Beyonce and Nicki Minaj, and basically they were kind of shit on Beyonce and Nicki and uplift Erykah and Lauryn.
Shit.
And I'm just like,
what is that about? Because you know what's crazy. It be that sister with the sewing or the wig or whatever that treats you real right than the sister that's all locked up with a dashiki on or what.
You can't judge that. Come on.
You can't do that. You'll listen. You being a genuine person, just be a genuine person. You have your own individualism for a reason. It's like this, represent who you are, but be a genuine heart. Because there's a lot of people that comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, whatever.
Yeah, you'll absolutely play yourself if you're judging a woman based on how she wears her hair. Honestly, you'll play yourself. And there's a thing called duality, all right?
Exactly.
Y'all don't see my ratchet side like that because I present a certain way on front of the camera. That's my choice. But I'm trust me. Exactly. It's there.
Exactly.
That ratchet is there.
It's the same. It's the same with me because a lot of people, they hear how I speak and how I present myself, things of that nature, how I pronounce my words.
And they don't know you are his. I'm just kidding.
It's like this. It's on from the hook. But they don't know my background. They don't know that, like, listen, like this. Like some of my good friends, they still have those particular lifestyles, but guess what? They're my true friends and I love them and they love me. And I would never judge them, and I would never treat them some type of way due to the simple fact that, you know, they are living a particular lifestyle. It's like this, have that respect for people, because you never know. You never know what a person is going through at the end of the day. Rather than being that negative energy, be that positive energy, not for people's appeasement, but for yourself.
Yeah.
Be that for yourself, because you never know that the positive mood that you're in can shift the energies into other people's lives. You understand? You can change a person's life by just saying, hey, have a good day. Never know.
Yeah, it's true. I'd like to close off on some more Loc talk.
Gotcha.
Do you have any tips or advice for a young man? Don't have to be young, but for a man starting off on his Loc journey, was there anything that helped you in the beginning, maybe when you didn't feel very secure? If that ever happened, I don't know, how did you feel when you were starting off your Locs? Honestly, and I don't think I asked you why you started.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Why did you start?
Why did I start?
Yeah.
Honestly, it was on my mind for some time, but I was just like, nah, I won't do it, and not because of anybody's perspective of me or whatever the case may be. It was just, you know, it was just a choice of mine. It was just a choice of mine to be like this. No, I don't want to lock up. But I remember, and this might sound cliche, but I remember one morning I said, fuck it. I'm gonna just grow my hair. I'm gonna just grow my locks. And ever since then, it's been the journey. Now, I would say this. The key thing is patience. Now, what I said earlier in this discussion or interview, I said I have like a very unique hair type. So my hair type is like very soft and curly. Like my hair doesn't, it naps, but it doesn't nap.
It's very feathery.
Yeah,
textured.
like, yes, it's like this. It doesn't, you know. So I remember starting off my locks. It unraveled on me twice. My locks started to unravel. My loctician, she didn't believe me, because when I was like, hey, my locks are unraveling, she was like, no, that can't be. I sent her a picture. She said, oh shit, your hair is unraveling. I was like, I don't know. So for like 4 or 5 months, I believe, I had to freeform my hair so it can get some type of, like, you know, some type of, you know, foundation. And that was actually really cool, because you didn't have to really do nothing to your hair just to wash it. I love that shit. You know, but other than that, be patient with yourself. And like I said before, treat yourself better on a physical level, spiritual level, and mental level. Treat yourself better. And the journey is worth it if you're willing to follow through with it. It's worth it. I have no regrets. It's no strenuous thing to me. Besides, I have to tie my hair up when I have to eat, or make sure, make sure that
what a task.
You know, or make sure that I'm not sleeping on it. I'm not pulling at it. You know, things of that nature.
Do a quick tie. That's all I do.
You know, like this. Like, I mean, like other than that, no. I have no regrets about it. And my advice to men that's starting on their locks is just be patient with yourself and enjoy the chapters of you of who you are, and especially when it comes to your locks. Like, this is one of my newer chapters, because it's at the length that it is right now. So I was here with it, here with it, here with it, here with it. So there's different levels and there's different chapters. So just enjoy the experience and be patient with yourself.
Well said.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on my channel.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Have you created a YouTube channel as yet? So I need
I will.
I need y'all to spam the comments talking about HardBody guys, we need you on YouTube, okay?
I will. I'm telling you, I will.
Everyone's on TikTok.
She's been on my neck about that, so I got
literally for a year.
For a year. I can't lie about that. I can't. For a year. But I got y'all.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Make sure you're following the HardBody God on TikTok and on Instagram.
Yes.
Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Keisha Charmaine.
That's right. TikTok.
TikTok is the Keisha Charmaine because someone stole my name. It's fine though.
Somebody said it.
Well, I mean,
like
Keisha Charmaine is not a very uncommon name though.
Yo, we got to run down on that person. How about that? We don't run down on that person. Be like,
they don't even post, and they don't even
Word.
post.
Give up my name, B. Give up my name, man.
Word.
Give up my name, son. You feel me?
Thank you so much for watching. Love, light, and locks.
Peace.